Can we just try the step? Tra-ram-pam, pra-ram-pam, pi-da-da-da-da-da-da. I chose Giselle because I think since I started to learn ballet, it was one of the ballets that struck me the most for the story that it has. It's a very simple story, it's not very complicated, and it's a very short ballet. I think that was one of the things that enchanted me, that, you know, I got to get the love story, the betrayal, the death, and it was all very well wrapped. You can tease them, right? It's great if you tease them. No, he's not going to kiss me, you're not going to see that. Yeah? Good. In the original story, Giselle is a very traditional romantic figure of women, which is very fragile and in a way waiting to be courted by a man and reacting always to the impulse of the male approach. And I felt that portraying women like that is not relevant anymore, because women should not be expected to fit into that kind of role or image that we had then. So as I started to construct the character, I realized that rather than Giselle waiting to be led by Alberto, she would lead the game. And unfortunately or fortunately for her, she falls in love. And the crack in her personality, in this more strong and more determined woman, comes because of the love she feels for him. And betrayal is betrayal. So it doesn't matter how strong we are, how a rebel personality we can have. It's when we're in love that we're at the way our weakest, our strongest in a way, but also our weakest, because we're just able to give everything. I think it's a huge responsibility of art in this century to portray other images of women. There should be this incredible feeling of sadness. You know, it should be like, you know, you've gone through all your life and all your suffering, which would happen to you in your past life thanks to him and her. And when you go, you're condemned back to this loneliness. So as you turn, there should be this incredible feeling of sorrow. It's like a dark hole dressed in black. In the second act, the Willies are women that have died out of cruelty. They are spirits that are not really necessarily looking to kill men. They are just the spirits that are wandering in this realm. And because they're so sad and there's so much sorrow, whoever comes to that space becomes filled with this sorrow, and they live with this sorrow forever. So there's a little twist in the way I see the Willies, rather than having them in this army of mean people. They're just sad women. They're just extremely sad women that have not been able to go to another sphere because they're just so grounded with this sadness and sorrow. And the 1, and the 2, and the 3, and the 4, a 5, a 6, a 7, and the 8, and the 1, and the 2, and the 3, and the 4, and the 5, and the 6, the 7, and the 8. Another important thing is that the choreography was very, very simple. I mean, especially the first act. In this version, I have made the choreography so that it challenges the dancers, sometimes a bit too much, but you can imagine that when you give someone that has been working every morning to develop their technique something that's challenging, he gets excited about it. So the excitement of having something challenging to do is also something that supports the way the piece will be received. When I said, I think the last time I told the ladies not to jump when they did the rondo jump, did we agree on that? I go back on my work, jump. You don't have to lift them very much, but it should be more explosive. Now it's maybe 30 years since I had the first idea of creating this ballet, and now that I've worked on it, I think if I had done it earlier, what I'm trying to do now would not have been there. So I'm extremely happy that it happens only in this moment in my life, because I think I'm doing a better job than I would have done 20 years ago, or maybe the concept is it's more relevant than what it would have been, 15 years ago. Have a wonderful break. I'll see you in 15 minutes.